Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Southside Fishing. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the chatterbait or bladed jig. The versatility of them and how many different things you can do with it, and it'll just blow your mind. So let's just get right into it, and I'll show you what I got. Alright, let's start off with, you can see my variety of colors that I have here for all different kinds of situations. And here I've got some trailers laid out, and you can use pretty much anything you want to with these things. I've got just a regular U-tail grub on this one, swim baits, and then your double tail trailers, your craw trailers, grub trailers, frog. I mean, it just all depends on what you're going after and how bulky you want it to be. And here, this one I've got actually a swimming chunk on this one for my black and blue. But there are so many different things you can do with these. The double tail, if you want a smaller profile, and work your way up to the bulkier stuff out here if you want a bigger profile. The grub, I've seen guys rig it on there straight like this, or I've seen guys rig it sideways, so your flutter action's coming sideways through the water like so, instead of up and down like that. You can throw a toad on there if you want to, if you want to get it that bulky. And same with this Biospawn Rage, or what is this thing called? The vilecraw. There you go. But same way, I'd probably rig it up sideways like that, get that tail action going, something like that. And then obviously you've got your Zeeman diesel minnows. These things right here have got a superb action on the back of a chatterbait, as well as these Zoom Swim and Fluke Juniors. The tail on them just flutters perfectly on it. And then right here you've got a razor shad with that segmented tail, and it does the same thing. It's got some great action on the back of it. Just depends on what color you want to go with, what kind of action you want. This has got a little bit more of a subtle action since it doesn't have that boot tail on it. But yeah, many different things you can do. These are mainly for grass, stuff like that. That's where they excel. Bumping it over the grass, pulling it right over the top of it, it'll just kind of swim right across the top of the grass. And then you've got your Strike King, which is another bladed jig, and this is for more like rocks and things like that. Your weight's actually at the bottom of the blade. It'll help bump over the top of rocks and lay down stuff like that, structure and cover stuff like that. That'll help it bump over the top. But just give you an idea of your options, guys. These things are extremely versatile, and they work great on ponds, little ponds, big water, whatever you guys want to use them on. So well, I'm gonna get a couple of these things rigged up, and we're gonna go fishing. Alright guys, over here on the water, got my first one rigged up. This is I think it was a new color that they just came out with. It's candy grass, so I got it rigged up with a candy grass vilecraw. Got it rigged on there sideways. I've already thrown it in the water a couple times, and action is pretty sweet. So let's see if we can't catch something. There it is. That's the first fish. Got it on the fall. Stay up out of that grass, buddy. Alright. Sweet. Not a bad little dude. Choked that booger. Look at that. Woo-hoo. There it is. Chatterbait with the vilecraw trailer. Choked it. You got a nice fat belly on him. Sweet. First fish. Vilecraw trailer works. And let me just tell you one more thing here, which is pretty much true for any kind of fishing when you're using a sinking bait. When you throw it out there, watch your line. If I hadn't have seen my line jump, I'd have never known I had a bite until it was too late. Right before it hit the bottom, I saw it just jump just a little bit, so I started reeling, felt the tension, set the hook, had a fish. But always watch your line. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video on the Zeeman chatterbait or bladed jig. Since there's so many of them out there now, I can't really say the Zeeman chatterbait exclusively. But at least I got to catch fish for you guys. Leave any questions and comments below the video. Anything you guys might want to see in the future. Ask me what different kinds of trailers you might want to use. But I'm telling you, any trailer that you want to use will work. I mean, you can put a Cinco stick bait on the back of that thing if you want to. It does not matter. Whatever you guys want to try, whatever the food or whatever the mood the fish might be in at that time. And go out there and catch the fish. And always remember, fish hard and get your worm wet.